A homeless man helps Elon Musk, and the next day he gets the shock of his life. Thank you for supporting our channel. If you love meaningful and inspiring stories like this one, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to discover more uplifting stories. I once heard a story that goes like this. The biting December wind howled through the streets of San Francisco, piercing Jack Miller's thin coat as if it weren't even there. At 73, Jack had lived on these streets for the past 5 years, ever since his wife's cancer treatment bills had stripped away everything they had. Jack curled up in his usual spot near the Tesla headquarters, his frail hands gripping a worn cardboard sign that read, "Veteran, please help." On most days, the smartly dressed tech workers would rush by, eyes glued to their phones. Jack didn't blame them. He had long learned that invisibility was part of being homeless. That morning started like any other. Jack had just finished arranging his few belongings in his cart when he heard a noise nearby. A sleek black car had broken down, smoke billowing from beneath the hood. The driver stepped out, visibly frustrated and flustered, a sight that made Jack look twice. Despite his life on the streets, he still recognized Elon Musk from the news. Jack watched as Elon Musk paced around the car, his phone in hand but with no signal. "Not today of all days," Elon muttered, running a hand through his hair. Despite his own hardships, Jack couldn't help but feel a pang of sympathy for the man. He slowly stood up, his joints protesting with every movement, and shuffled closer. "Excuse me, sir," Jack said gently. "Seems like you're having some trouble with your car. I used to be a mechanic in the army. Maybe I could take a look for you." Elon Musk looked up, surprised. For a moment, Jack saw the familiar hesitation people had when approached by someone homeless. But perhaps something in Jack's demeanor set Elon at ease. "That would be really helpful," Elon Musk replied. "I've got an important meeting, and my phone has no signal here." Jack carefully moved his cart to the side and peered under the hood. The familiar smell of oil and metal brought back memories of his younger days, fixing cars in Vietnam. His fingers, stiff from arthritis, still remembered how to work an engine. "You've got a coolant leak," Jack explained, pointing at the problem. "I can patch it up enough for you to make it to your meeting. It won't last forever, but it'll do for now." Jack pulled out some tools from his cart, including a bottle of drinking water and a piece of rubber he had kept for emergencies. He worked meticulously for the next 20 minutes, his hands trembling slightly but his mind as sharp as ever. "Give it a try now," Jack called out. The engine roared to life, purring smoothly. Elon Musk raised his eyebrows in surprise. "Impressive," he said, glancing at his watch. "You just saved me from missing an important meeting. How much do I owe you?" Jack shook his head. "No need, sir. I'm just glad I could help. My father always said helping others is its own reward." Elon Musk looked at Jack for a moment, taking in the worn clothes and the cart that held everything he owned. "At least let me give you something for your trouble," Elon insisted, pulling out his wallet. "Really, there's no need," Jack said, already turning back toward his usual spot. "I'm just happy to be useful again." "Wait," Elon called after him. "What's your name?" "Jack Miller, sir." "Mr. Jack Miller, I don't believe in coincidences. Would you tell me your story?" Over the next few minutes, Jack shared his story, serving in Vietnam, 30 years as a mechanic, his wife Linda's battle with cancer, and the medical bills that had taken everything. He told his tale without a hint of self-pity, just a simple recounting of the facts. "Things happen," Jack concluded with a small shrug. "Can't change the past." Elon Musk was silent for a moment, then pulled out a business card. "Jack, I'm running late for my meeting, but I want you to go to this address tomorrow at 9 a.m. Ask for Emily in Human Resources, all right?" Jack took the card carefully. "I don't want charity, sir." "This isn't charity. It's an opportunity. An opportunity you've earned through your skills and your character. Will you come?" Jack nodded slowly. "Yes, sir. I'll be there." That night, Jack could hardly sleep in his usual spot. He kept touching the business card to make sure it was real. As dawn broke, Jack used the last of his coins at the public restroom to wash up and put on his least worn-out clothes. At exactly 9 a.m., he stood at the reception desk of Tesla's headquarters, feeling lost among the sleek surfaces and impeccably dressed employees. To his surprise, he was led straight into an office, where a kind-faced woman introduced herself as Emily. "Mr. Miller, we've been expecting you," she smiled. "Mr. Elon Musk told me about you yesterday. We have an offer for you." What happened next felt like a dream. They offered Jack the position of senior maintenance advisor for Tesla's classic car division. His decades of mechanical experience would be invaluable in helping them understand how to make electric vehicles more accessible for ordinary mechanics. "We'll provide temporary housing until you get settled," Emily explained, "and your medical benefits will start immediately." Jack's hands shook as he gripped the arm of the chair. "Miss I'm 73 years old. Most people think I'm too old to work." Emily smiled gently. "Mr. Musk believes that wisdom and experience don't have an expiration date. He was impressed not just by your skills, but by your integrity. You helped him without expecting anything in return. That's exactly the kind of person we want on our team." Tears welled in Jack's eyes. "My Linda always said everything happens for a reason. I didn't believe it when I lost everything, but maybe she was right." That afternoon, Jack was taken to a small but clean apartment near the office. As he set his cart with all his belongings in the corner of his new home, he noticed an envelope on the table. Inside was a note from Elon Musk. "Jack, your kindness and skills helped me yesterday, when you could have easily turned your back on the world. Consider this a small repayment." Below it was a check sufficient to cover all of Linda's remaining medical bills. Jack sank to his knees, overwhelmed. For the first time in 5 years, he allowed himself to cry, not out of sadness, but out of gratitude and hope. The next morning, Jack Miller walked into Tesla's headquarters, wearing a crisp new uniform, ready to start his first day of work. As he passed by the spot where he used to sit with his cardboard sign, he whispered a thank you to Linda. She always told him that kindness finds its way back to you, even in the darkest of times. And there, under the morning light of a new day, Jack Miller, once homeless but never without dignity and compassion, began the next chapter of his life, proving that it's never too late for a second chance if you keep your heart open to helping others. In the weeks that followed, Jack's experience proved invaluable to Tesla. His hands-on knowledge helped the company make their vehicles more accessible to traditional mechanics, bridging the gap between old and new automotive technology. His humble approach and willingness to share his knowledge made him beloved among the engineering and maintenance teams. More importantly, Jack became known for his habit of carrying granola bars in his pocket to share with the homeless people he met on his way to work. "Everyone deserves kindness," he would say with a gentle smile. "Sometimes that's all it takes to change a life. I know that firsthand." Jack's story spread throughout the company, inspiring many. Before long, Tesla employees began volunteering at homeless shelters, and the company launched a program to train and hire veterans and struggling seniors. When asked about the remarkable change in his life, Jack simply shook his head humbly. "The real blessing isn't the job or the money," he said. "It's being reminded that I still have something to offer the world. Sometimes, we all just need someone to believe in us, even for a moment, to help us believe in ourselves again." And every year, on the anniversary of that fateful morning when he fixed the broken-down car, Jack would return to that same spot near Tesla's headquarters. But this time, instead of seeking help, he spent the day helping others in need, proving that the circle of kindness never truly ends, it just changes forms. His story became a testament to the power of compassion, the value of experience, and the truth that life is never too late to surprise you with its capacity for change. Jack Miller, the once homeless veteran who helped without asking for anything in return, became a living reminder that sometimes the greatest acts of kindness come from those who have the least to give, but the biggest hearts to share. Below is the concluding message based on the provided story. How do you feel about Jack Miller's journey and his transformation at Tesla? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your story might inspire others and spread compassion, helping to create positive change in the world. If you found this story meaningful, don't hesitate to share it with your friends and family to spread the message of kindness and compassion. Thank you for watching and supporting. Let's work together to take small but significant actions to make this world a better place. Wishing you joy and hope always.